Welcome to another Rankum edition of Three's a Crowd. I'm Preston Vargas alongside Eli Atwood. And Eli, today we got our top playoff runs according to us.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting one. We're definitely going to have some differing opinions. We may have the same number one, though. We'll see.
Maybe, we'll see. But we'll start off with number 10. Who do you have there in that spot?
Number 10, I have an interesting pick, and it's the 2016 Villanova Wildcats. Not the
Oh,
best run, but I always remember that Chris Jenkins shot at the end of that game.
oh yeah, I didn't even consider that. I
Yeah,
had college basketball with Villanova. That's obviously one of the most amazing buzzer beaters in the Final Four in the championship game.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, Villanova also has that, I think it was the 1990 something season whenever they were the eighth seed and won it all.
Oh yeah.
I considered putting that there, but I'd rather take the 2016 team where just remembering that shot to me has always been something something I thought about immediately whenever I thought of this list.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a big shot to make there. Villanova at number 10. And for me, number 10 is going to be the 2018 Vegas Golden Knights making a run to the Stanley Cup final in their first ever season as a team.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't think about that one. That's definitely a good pull there. Pretty crazy to make a run as your first season. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a great way to go about it.
And that's the only non-champion I had in this one. And I mean, that team with I forgot who was on that team, but it was an expansion draft. So you didn't have really the best players, but they found a way to do it, go on a run in the Western Conference playoffs. I think the Blackhawks were still in it at that point. I'll have to check. I think it was the prime Blackhawks at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 10, I have the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll go to number 9. Who do you have?
At number nine, this is my only entry from the 2020s. It's the 25-26 Indiana Hoosiers.
Oh, the in college football.
Great season, 16 and 0, one of the first in modern CFP history at least. Indiana program that's been historically terrible, turned it
Yeah,
around, not losing a single game, and gets the championship, and only the second time only the second time the college football playoff has been expanded. So the second year of the expanded playoff, it's really the best playoff story for all of college football, I feel like.
absolutely. They're also the first team to win as a bye team.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But yeah, number Kurt Signetti, Fernando Mendoza really came on that year in their first and only year together. It'll be interesting to see how Mendoza does the next level.
Yeah, we'll have to see. How
I
about
think
you? What do you have there at number nine?
at number 9, this is going to be the 1995 Houston Rockets. This is the team
Yeah, I
that
considered putting them in the list also.
this was the team that swept the Magic in the finals. But looking back at this Rockets team, they I think they were a 6 seed, if I'm not
Yeah, I think so. I
mistaken.
think it's the lowest seed to ever win the NBA Finals, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. I know the Heat made it as an 8 seed in 2023. I considered putting that on the list.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. They in the first round they went to game 5. Of course, back then they played 5 games in the first round. They beat the Utah Jazz in Utah 95 to 91, and then the second round against the Phoenix Suns, I think that team had Barkley in there. Won that game and won that in 7 games, then went 3-0 on the road in the Western Conference Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. I want to say this is just before Tim Duncan got there, but David Robinson was still there. And then swept the Orlando Magic, which I don't know. Looking back, I don't know how the Magic didn't at least get a game. Of course, that was the famous Nick Anderson free throws incident.
Yeah.
But number 9, I have the 95 Rockets. He had the 24, or no, the 25 Indiana Hoosiers. We go to number 8. Who do you have on that list?
Number eight, a good playoff run, really capped off by the finals, the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers and the 3-1
Oh
comeback
yeah.
against that dominant Warriors team.
Oh yeah, that's on my list a little further up. But the Cavs back in 2016. That's significant because LeBron James' only title in Cleveland, the team that he was drafted to, went to Miami for a few years, then came back and won that title.
Yeah, for sure. I think it really improves LeBron's resume getting that win.
Absolutely. Come back from 3-1 down against that 73 win Warriors team that a lot of people thought should have won the finals. And they had their
Yeah,
chance
I mean, that
before
was
they
one of
got
the best
ejected.
teams.
Yeah. And I can't believe that's 10 years ago, or that will be next month.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But for me, number eight, I have the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles. Now, of course, they were the one seed of the NFC that year, but they weren't really expected to do much after Carson Wentz got hurt against the Rams in the regular season. They really locked down with Nick Foles. They had that whole underdog mentality and won the Super Bowl against Tom Brady, who had another MVP year at age 40 that year.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one as well. That one didn't make my list, but it's definitely a good one. I didn't think about it exactly, but definitely with Nick Foles getting the win.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. So we have you had what'd you have at number eight again?
The 2016 Cavs.
2016 Cavs. I had the Philadelphia Eagles. Number seven, what do you have?
At number seven, I'm keeping it in 2016 with the Chicago Cubs.
Ah,
Coming back from the 3-1 deficit in the World Series, winning in Game 7 to end the longest championship drought in sports.
oh yeah, that was another memorable one. Of course, the against the Cleveland Indians, Kyle Schwarber was a hero in that World Series, and Game Seven is one you'll never forget. If you're well, we're not really Cubs fans, but we are Bears fans, and we know how passionate the city of Chicago is about sports.
Exactly, yeah.
And but for me, the 2016 Cubs on the list, and for me, it's this at number seven is going to be the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals. Now that series, um, the Cardinals qualified as a wild card on the final day of the season. They beat Philadelphia 3 games to two, beat the Brewers, who were the two seed, 4 games to two, and then they were one out away in Game Six against the Texas Rangers. I think David Freese hit a home run to send the game to extras, and then they won it in extras, and then won the World Series the next night.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So you had the 2016 Cubs at number six, 2011 St. Louis Cardinals for me. Number six for you. Who do you got?
At number six, I had to include a little bit of one of the best players. I've got the 1996 Chicago Bulls, the 72 win finish, only losing 3 games in the postseason,
Oh yeah.
securing the fourth ring of the dynasty.
Oh yeah. I think that was the year Michael Jordan came back.
Yeah, I think so.
At least the first full season. I think he came back in '95 against the Magic. They didn't win the Eastern Conference Finals, but it was in the playoffs. He came back. His first full
Yeah,
season after that mini retirement that he had,
yeah. Suspension, retirement, whatever it was.
whatever you want to call it. But yeah, the 96 Bulls definitely a great team to add in there. I got another Chicago team in at number six, the 2016 Chicago Cubs. Uh,
Ah, yeah.
Same reasons why where you had it at number seven. I put it at number six here. Basically the same reasons. Come back for that 3-1 deficit, which I forgot they did when I was doing this list. But yeah, the 2016 Cubs definitely deserve to be on the list.
Yeah.
And then number five, who do you have?
At number five, I have one of only two NFL teams on my list. I've got the 2007 New York Football Giants.
Ah, they're
Wild
also
card
on my list.
team, won 3 straight road games, and then ended the Patriots' perfect season.
Oh yeah, that's a that's a great season for them.
Yeah, it really helped establish Eli Manning as the Tom Brady killer.
Oh yeah, one in '07, one in 2011,
Yep.
and then number five for me, I have the 2017 Golden State Warriors, who started the
Oh,
postseason
yeah.
15-0 with the addition of Kevin Durant. I think that was their
Yeah.
first with Durant. They went all the way. They they were 16-1 that year. They lost game 4 of the NBA Finals to the Cleveland Cavaliers, but they got it done the next game and won it. It was if they would have won game 4, it would have been the the most dominant run in postseason sports or pro sports.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I mean, it's on my list as well. Actually, I'll just go ahead and spoil it. It's at number four for me, still only one spot ahead.
Okay.
Same reason as you. I mean, just that steamrolling, winning 15 in a row, nearly going undefeated with a
And
13
15
and a half point differential as well.
and to tell you like this, 15 in a row is tough to do in the NBA. It's impressive when they get to 10 in a row. 15 in a row, especially in the postseason.
Yeah, in the postseason when you're playing games home away, I mean, it's not like you got a long road home stretch in there or anything.
And you play the same team so they can still see what you can
And
do.
good teams too.
That I think that year they in the Western Conference Finals they played San Antonio. That was San Antonio's last Western Conference Finals appearance. Who knows if they get it done tonight?
Yeah, we'll see. It's possible.
So that was my number 5. That was your number 4, 2017 Warriors. For me, number 4, the 2004 Red Sox. Another long drought ended. I mean, they came back from a 3-0 deficit in the ALCS to beat the Yankees in that legendary run. And then going on 0-4, I forgot who they beat in the World Series that year, but most people remember that run for beating the Yankees in the postseason. Of course, the Yankees were in the middle of their dynasty at the time.
Yeah.
So I think they had won 5 straight pennants in the American League. I think they three-peated at one point. No, 0-2 was the Anaheim Angels. So in 0-3 they lost to the Marlins in the World Series. But the World Series in 2004, that was the 100th World Series. They beat the St. Louis Cardinals, swept them 4-0 in that World Series.
Yeah.
And then we go to number 3 now. Who do you have?
And number three, I've got the 1983 NC State Wolfpack, the Cardiac Pack,
Ooh.
winning nine games in a row just to secure their tournament bid and then surviving multiple overtime 1 point nail biter games. And then, of course, that legendary ending with the missed shot and put back dunk.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Jim Valvano looking for someone to hug on the sideline there.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what put the madness in March Madness, that game.
Oh yeah, I think they were a 10 seed at the time.
Yeah, something like that. Definitely not a high seed.
And I want to say that was before they expanded the tournament to 64 teams.
Yeah, I think they like barely made the tournament.
Let me look that up real quick. I'm on the 1983 ice hockey tournament. Let me see. So the 83 tournament, they had 52 teams. So I think they had
Okay,
playing games. Yeah, they'd had preliminary. I can't talk today.
you're
Uh,
kidding.
Preliminary rounds of the tournament for the 12 seed, and so they qualified as a 10 seed. I think they'd be the equivalent of like a 13 seed today winning the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But yeah, that legendary run in 1983 for the Wolfpack. For me, number 3, we talked about this a little earlier. The New York Giants of 2007.
Oh yeah.
Of course, the helmet catch you got to include in there. The reason why they won it because Eli Manning was in the pocket, almost sacked, would have been game over. Then he throws it up to David Tyree, who was right there, making one of the best catches in Super Bowl history. So, and they knocked off the Packers that year in what was Brett Favre's final year with them.
Yeah.
So that's something to include in there. But yeah, that '07 Giants team that's still replayed a lot on NFL Network. That's definitely number 3 for me.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the top games. Highlight moments from there for sure.
Arguably, it's one of the best Super Bowls ever.
Yeah.
And then number 2, who do you have here?
And number two, I've got the 2001 Los Angeles Lakers.
Ah,
Prime of Shaq and Kobe. Didn't lose a single game until the finals, and one of the best playoff teams in NBA history.
oh yeah. I was this close to putting them at number 10 on the list, but I knew I had to include the 2018 Golden Knights. But yeah, the Lakers were I think that was part of their three-peat, the second of
Yeah, I
their.
think so. It's very dominant stretch there for the Lakers.
Oh yeah, the '01 Lakers with Shaq and Kobe, definitely one of the most dominant teams out there. And for me, number two was going to be the 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers. Like you said,
Yeah.
that's against that 73 win Warriors team. And I noticed you had the Golden Gate Bridge in the background there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that was coincidental or not.
Honestly, I didn't even mean to do that. I think it just picked it automatically.
Uh, but the 2016 Cavs, they won that game seven, comeback from 3-1 down. Draymond got suspended. And of course, you had that famous quote from LeBron, Cleveland, this is for you.
Yep.
And that meant a lot to the city of Cleveland win their first championship in, I think, 53 years to
Oh
that point.
wow. Yeah.
So they ended a long drought there for the city. Then the Cleveland Indians at the time went to the World Series and played the Cubs. And that was a great year for Cleveland sports outside of the Browns, who went 1-15.
But I mean, that's the Browns. What do you expect?
We expected them to go 0-16 that year. That was, but yeah, we got the 2016 Cavs on there, and we now go to our number one spot. Who do
At
you
number
got there?
one, there's really only one team, the best NFL team to ever cross the field, the 1985 Chicago Bears, outscoring
Ah,
their playoff opponents 91 to 10, back-to-back shutouts in the NFC. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Not to mention, it's really my only team that's ever won a championship, so there's that to go with it.
oh yeah, 1985 Bears, the greatest team ever. I mean, you may be surprised, but it didn't make my list because
Really,
at that time they were 15-1. Everybody expected to for the Bears to win the Super Bowl. You even had the Super Bowl shuffle in the middle of the season that year.
that's fair. I had a mix of playoff teams I picked for pure dominance, such as the Bears, Lakers, Golden State Warriors, and then I also put some in that were more surprising ones like the Wolfpack. So I kind of factored in both into mine.
Oh yeah. But for me, number one, it's got to be the 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks in the World Series. And back then, the Diamondbacks, this is only their fourth year in Major League Baseball. They were an expansion
Yeah,
team in '98 with the Rays. The Yankees, I think they came off three straight World Series wins. So actually, let me double check that. So I think they were in the middle of a three-peat at that time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so 98, 99, and 2000. So the New York Yankees have literally won every year of the Diamondbacks' existence up to that point. And then in just their fourth season as a team, I think Randy Johnson was on that team. They I think they won game seven in Arizona and then won the World Series. But let me double check. That game went to game seven. Yes, it did. Okay. That famous walk-off hit that I forgot who that was that got it. But it was in the aftermath of 9/11. I think everybody was rooting for the Yankees to four-peat at that point. But one of the most improbable World Series wins, Arizona Diamondbacks 2001 for me.
yeah, definitely a crazy win there.
Absolutely. I thought your list was pretty good. What did you think of my list?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm surprised didn't have the Bears on there, but
Yeah, I thought about it, but I guess it was more improbable or dominant. It was really subjective at that point.
fair enough. I mean, to be fair, this is probably the most subjective list we've done. So
Oh yeah. Well,
I
tell
think
us
this
what
is definitely the first time that I've had the top three completely off of your list.
the top three.
Like all top three of mine weren't even on your list.
Really? So,
Yeah,
yep, the 85 Bears 0-1, Lakers, and
and the Wolfpack.
uh I mean,
Yeah,
like I said, I was this close to having the Lakers in 0-1 on the list.
yeah, that's fair.
But I knew
I
I
ended up putting a lot of NBA teams on my list, so I was kind of thinking about dropping some of them off. I was like, yeah, I'll just leave it.
I mean, for me, I had some NBA, some NFL, good mix of all the sports.
That's
But
fair, yeah.
I'm surprised I had four baseball wins
Yeah,
on the list.
like I don't even watch the baseball that much. Like honestly, the 2016 Cubs is really the only one I can remember. That and like the Dodgers winning recently. Other than that, I guess the Astros have won recently. I can tell you what year, but that's pretty much all
2017,
I know.
2022, I think.
Yeah, so I mainly just remember the legendary Cubs year.
Oh, thinking of it now, I should have put the 2019 Nationals on the list.
Yeah.
The, and I think that was the year Juan Soto's, I think it was his second year in the majors. I think he was still 20 years old at this point, but going to the World Series with the Nationals, they won all their World Series games on the road. And I think it was the first time all 7 games the road team won in the World Series.
Oh wow.
So the 2019 Nationals, that was definitely something I could have put on the list. But yeah, tell us what you guys think of our list. Leave a comment down below and please subscribe to the channel. That'll really help us out a lot. We have a goal to get to 200 subs by football season. Schedule is out. I think it's September 8th is when the season starts, or 6th, or
Something like that. It's a Wednesday.
yeah, on a Wednesday night. I think we can get to 200 subs by then. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again next time.